Shalom to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakudash, and giving double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the election. Yahweh is the true, almighty, and powerful name of Heavenly Father, who in the world, ignorantly or not ignorantly, calls God, Jesus Christ, or Jehovah, Yahweh, and Lord, just say Lord, times. But his true name is Yahweh. That's the Most High, which means He is or He exists, He to be. But Hashem is in the name. Yahweh Shai is the name of the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, whom the world called Jesus Christ, Yeshua, just Christ, and Jesus. Just to say, true name is Yahweh Shai, which is He the deliverer for the nation of Israel. The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our scattered seed, the Israelite foreigners that are likened to the speckled bird and look like the other nations, but lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Say, for example, this particular woman, she might be from, I don't know if Arlette Amuli is from Nigeria, but she would be an Israelite foreigner from, obviously, our seed being in Africa, West Africa particularly, okay? But we've been scattered across the four winds, okay? And look, she looked just like, blending, just like as if she one of these American-born Keishas, okay? And we are Israelites. Our lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? The children of the Most High, okay? By Shem Kokodash in the name of the Holy Spirit. So we just gonna go into this. I'm Shemiah Maffinis Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, City, Philadelphia. Let's come with this little lesson. Yeah, Pop the Balloon. I love this show. It's a great idea. She got a hit with this one. It's the best. I love it. So, I like to psychoanalyze everything and go into the female nature, even with the men and such, how they are and such. Because you see how men, go about and carry themselves, and see how they can, pretty much attract the next sex. You have it like with this particular individual be, you be, as they say, peacocking, flashing them feathers, okay, with the clothes, these days, you got the line up, which he had a beard on his face, which is good, but he got the lined up heat, you got a receding headline and stuff, but, he got the Gucci belt, got Gucci shoes, he got the peacoat type or, jacket going on. And so, got a turtleneck. So, a lot of women that see he got money and stuff and go for him. But it more than what you just look like in the east side and such. Okay? So, you got to Pop the Balloon. She brings on singles in the United States for episodes, and pretty much based on the particular people that have appearance on the show on the panel, either the person, or male or female, they're going to choose a potential mate, okay? And they're going to go why they either choose the person or they pop the balloon. There might be a reason why they don't particularly want this person, okay? Top choice. So, just going to go into a fair use warning. This is for educational purposes only. Arlette Amuli. This is, if I'm pronouncing your name properly, this is of no shape or form for monetary gain. This is for educational purposes only.
Getting together.
No, she's someone that you'd approach.
Yeah, she would. I like her height. I like
Thank you.
people. That's my height. Yeah. She could pass. She could get it.
Nice. So we do still have one unpopped balloon. Let's head on over there. Any questions for each other?
And she happy. Like, these women, they be happy. They get them compliments. They got a head done gassed up, more pride and such. You know, I think that particular woman was a nurse and such, but she popped. Now you got this woman. She's gonna go through her thing, and we're gonna, basically analyze and bring out the lesson from it.
Do you have any questions for me?
You have kids?
I have 3 roommates who do not pay rent.
So she called her kids sacrifices. She called them roommates that don't pay rent. Okay.
Oh, those were the kids. Those are the roommates. Okay.
You looking at dude like, yeah. Say something.
So what do you think about marriage?
I think that to the right individual who is aligned with what I'm doing, because I got questions.
Align with what you're doing? Okay, keep going.
It's going to happen one day.
One day. Okay.
But it got to be in line of what she's doing. Okay? What she's doing. And, you have it where things weren't so. Okay? When you go back to the ancient customs and manners. Okay? Of the Hebrews, talking about the Israelites. Okay? And even with other Hebrew tribes. But we're going to talk about the Israelites. Or ways of the East. It wasn't about she was about what her father was about. Okay? It wasn't about what she was about. Okay? Remember, Laban, he gave his daughters unto Jacob. Okay? And remember, when you go back to what was going on, this is back in Genesis, the 20th chapter. Let me see, hold on, let me find it, my fault. Pardon me, this is all in the spirit. Genesis chapter 29. This is our forefather Jacob. Then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there was 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth, and thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in its place. Okay, at wells. And Jacob said unto them, my brethren, whence be ye? And they said, of Haran are we. And he said unto them, know ye Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, we know him. And he said unto them, is he well? And they said, he is well. And behold, Rachel, his daughter, cometh with the sheep. So Rachel was doing work. All right, Rachel. Okay. That's her name in the Hebrew. She was doing work. Okay. She was working for what? Her father. Okay. That substance within his house. Okay. With your cattle, sheep. And he said, lo, it is yet high day, neither is it that time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep and go feed them. And they said, we cannot until all the flocks be gathered together, until they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep. And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep. See? For she kept them. So she had a job. Okay? She had a job. Rachel had a job. Okay? Kept. You have Rai. Alright? Different from Rai, which is basically, she was like a herdswoman in this case. Okay? Because she tended to the flock. Okay? As a herdsman would do. Okay? So there's Raiah. Okay, so yeah, Raiah. Okay, so it says, and it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban's, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban's, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran to tell and told her father. Okay? In order. Okay? So, point being, she was in the house, and, every day she had rule she had rule, meaning order. Okay? Too. Okay, where you don't have it where a woman could just be doing her own thing and she just going and gadding about on her own. She had order under her father, and she's doing work. And even with that, when he went to talk, she gotta let her father know, look, Jacob come through. All right, Jacob has come. I done met Jacob. Okay. And it came to pass when Laban heard of the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, Shammai, you heard that report, okay? That's in the Hebrew, Shammai, for report. I mean, listen, right? All as well, right? That he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house, and he told Laban all these things. Okay? So, just let you know, it's not about, we're going to go into how it's not about things aligning according to a woman's, her enterprise, her whole enterprise. No, it was under a father. Okay, and then that was transferred to obviously the husband. Okay, her husband. And simple as that. Okay, quickly. Ecclesiasticus, which this ended up going down, because Jacob got Leah and Rachel and Rachel. Rachel, I believe. All right, marry thy daughter. Saga, you can go into it. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and 22. Hast thou cattle, have an eye to them, and if they be for thy profit, keep them with thee. So, of course, cattle, you got to watch over it, right? Keep them with them. And since it, of course, is a profit for Laban in his house, he had them with him, right? Via his daughter doing the work within his house, his enterprise. Hast thou children, instruct them. Okay, giving, of course, the teachings. Okay, and of course, male within the house too, right? And bow down their neck from your youth. Okay, from when they young, right? A lot of times things ain't working because people is learning things as they done grew up and they set in their ways. Put a new old you hunting new wine in old bottles. Or how it's said, pardon. Can't put new wine in old bottles, right? At least they burst. You got a lot of people that done aged in their ways and they not coming for the new things. All right, which is this truth. Okay, which really is the right way. Hast thou daughters? Have care of their body and show not thyself cheerful towards them. Correct? You have to watch over them because if not, they could be spoiled. Simple as that. Through having freedoms, and such. They're a weaker vessel for a reason. Okay? It says, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. So even setting up and joining together a man, a man to a daughter, that is a weighty matter, because that is done by a father. But give her to a man of understanding. Okay, why? Because that man of understanding gonna know how to handle and take care of her. You don't just give it to anybody and this guy have your daughter destroyed. Okay, like you see in today's society. Okay, and things are according to that man in his house. Okay. Man, he didn't have it where, we'll see what Rachel want to do. No, Rachel was going with Jacob. Leah was going with Jacob. Okay. And they came with a business deal, because that's how it is. It's a business deal. You had arranged marriages done. Okay. Genesis chapter 29:14. And Laban said to him, being Jacob, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him the space of a month. Okay, so, this family. Okay, they family. And kindred. And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother, shouldest thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me what thy wages be. Tell me what shall thy wages be. What's the pay? And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter, man. So that was a business deal. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. Why? Because, hey, Jacob was a man of understanding. Okay? 2. All right? So, Jacob served Rachel, and Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days before the love he had for her. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me thy wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. So, hey, you go into the whole feasting and the whole getting together of the marriage. Okay, that's a whole ceremony and such. Okay, when you go into our history. But things were according to him. It's going into his house. Okay? So, just making that point. And it tells you, and even in Genesis, that Genesis chapter 2 and 18, and Yahweh's power said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make a helpmeet for him. So the woman is a help for him. Okay? Why Yamar, and he said, Yahweh the Most High, Elohim power. You have La'ah, Tawab, not good. La'ah is not, Tawab is good, not good. Hayawath, which is B, right? Should be Adam, which is Ha-Adam, which is man. Labud wa, him alone, basically. Okay? Or be alone. Just alone. You have which is I. Before the word as a prefix. I'm reading Mesotoric text here. Aisha, which is make or create. La wa, right? La for him, okay? Or to him. Izar, help meet, okay? That's what a woman is supposed to be for a man. A helpmeet, a supporter, one who helps. Izar in the Hebrew. All right? That's a woman's role, okay? Help him, okay? Obviously, her being under him, he's going to treat her properly and take care of her too, okay? But it's for him. A lot of these women, they thinking it's all about them and stuff. Okay? The Lord saw that it was not good that man should be alone, but I will make a helpmeet for him. Okay? And I'm going to get a precept too. It's all about that man. Okay? It says, what's that? You have, what's that? Or no, that's a ka. Ka as Nagud wa. Let me see this word. Ka is as or like, I believe. Nagud is, let's see what that is. Front, face, presence, wa, him. Okay. So that's it. Okay. And as we say, this is real quick. It tells you, this is 1 Corinthians 1. This goes over the order too. 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be followers of me, even as I am of Hamashiach, the anointed one. This is the order for you believers. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. So, hey, if you're a follower, hey, this is something to take heed to listen and obey. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach. That's the anointed one, Yahushua. Okay, that's the head, or Ra'ash in Hebrew. All right. Or Kafale.
Strong's G 2776. Kefale. Kefale.
Which is the head, right? Anything supreme chief or prominent. He is who's chief and prominent. Okay, before, important, famous. Okay, chief, principal, ruler of the clan. All right, chieftain, overlord, master, lord, in relation to his wife of Hamashiach, the Lord, the husband of the church. Yeah, and we know of that too. Okay. So the head, that chief and prominent of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. Okay. You went through head, so understand that. And the head of Hamashiach is the Most High Yahweh. Going down, it says, 1 Corinthians 11:7, for a man indeed not to cover his head, for as much he is the image of and glory of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Shai, the powers. But the woman is the glory of the man. Okay? So understand this. Okay? Our magnificence as men is through our woman. Okay? Right? And hey, we are that image, that form of fashion of the glory of the Most High as men. Okay? Israelite men. Okay? And it's with the elect, because they are showing that image, having that proper form, being the laws, the statutes, commandments, that law and order. Okay? Not being as beasts walking about, confused. But it says, 1 Corinthians 11:8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Let's look this in even another Bible. For man does not originate from woman, but woman from man. Okay? Understand what your purpose is, women. The first man didn't come from women, but the first woman came from man. Simple. Okay? So understand that. Woman's glory is their hair. You're going to. Now, you have it where you got a lot of women that's gathering abroad and doing their own thing, and they thinking it's about their house. Well, that's confusion. Okay? They supposed to be under a husband, okay, if they're not under their father. You understand the curses, but it tells you in Genesis chapter 2 and 24. Therefore, and you can read a bit of it in the creation. Genesis 2 and 21. The Lord Yahweh caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord Yahweh had taken from man made he woman and brought her unto a man. This is a dark saying parable of Adam's family line. Okay, somebody close to kin. Okay, when you go into it, it's a dark saying. It wasn't no actual literal rib. Okay, this is hip talk, right? Parabolic talk. And Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones," just like how with Laban said it. Okay, we close, we family, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, which woman goes into being a helpmeet. All right, going into being a when you go into it, really a servant. Okay, a female servant, because she was taken out of man. So if you are a servant, you are in a subordinate position. You're serving somebody. That's your man. Okay? If you're doing your own thing, then are you really serving your man? Or are you serving yourself? Okay? Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they have to be, well, obviously, and best, we would want, of course, everything under the rule of the man, and everything is in agreement according to the law, statutes, commandments under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, being the head of that man, and that woman following that man as her head. Okay? But you have a lot of confusion in where women are doing their own thing. You know, they don't even have men, you know, and like I said, you got broken households, and, you know, now everything got to work in accordance to what she got going on. And what we find out what she got going on.
Okay, I got the same thoughts. It's gonna happen one day. Just gotta pray. Let it happen one day. Yeah,
He's talking about in reference to marriage. Going back again.
Thank you.
people. That's my idea. She can pass. She can get it.
Nice. So we do still have one unpopped balloon. Let's head on over there. Any questions for each other?
Do you have any questions for me?
You have kids?
I have 3 roommates who do not pay rent.
Oh, those were the kids. Those are the roommates. Okay. So what do you think about marriage?
Proud.
I think that to the right individual who is aligned with what I'm doing, because I got questions, it's going to happen one day.
One day. Okay. I got the same thoughts. It's going to happen one day. Just got to pray. Let it happen one day. Yeah, you're beautiful.
I thank you.
You are.
I'm glad
Look, this dude, like I said, he on her like, this dude look like a damn near an eagle. Yeah, obviously, he look like an eagle. You see how that nose and them eyes piercing? He look like an eagle. And he's zeroing in on what he like. And that's really what men do, man. You know, we simple, you know. Beautiful woman. Hey, man, love is nothing better. But anyway, going on.
you noticed.
You ever been to Miami?
I have.
Glad you noticed. Yeah. Because really, with women, like I said, they want you to notice. Most men are noticing women for their beauty. But that shouldn't be the sole reason why you choose a woman, obviously. Scriptures say, stumble not upon her beauty, right? Get on thyself to a like woman, roughly paraphrasing those scriptures. It's not that, hey, she need to have something that she can support within your enterprise, okay? Having these like godly traits, man. You know, she's supposed to have been learn from, like, you know, an aged woman and know what is the things that are professing godliness, okay?
I have family in Miami.
You like it?
I love Miami.
Okay. I think you should come back.
Is that a question?
But he's suggesting it because he's there.
That's a question.
I think he's inviting you over to Miami. That's what it sounds like.
Come on over to Miami.
What are you gonna try to do? He gonna try to marry you, which would be really to join together, being do the act of sex. Okay.
Yeah. Would you like coming to Miami with me
I would
sometime?
like to come to Miami. Do I still get to come if I pop?
Okay.
But these chicks, like you said, they want to come to Miami, but they don't want the man that's going to want her and want all that comes with marriage. Okay? Because she's saying that he's not fitting her requirements. She want to, as they say, have their cake and eat it too. First Corinthians It says, as you say in the heat line, women instructed in like matter, also that a woman adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety. Y'all supposed to be in y'all right mind as women. Okay? You're supposed to be embarrassed. Okay? Bashful. You having reverence. You got regards for others, respect, right? Towards the Most High. Okay? Which you gonna, hey, you're not gonna be proud. Okay? That's how it's supposed to be. Which ultimately you're gonna be looking towards your power, which is gonna be your man. Okay? Okay? Simple as that. And he's gonna instruct in his house, which you're in, he's chief in. Obviously the instruction of Yahweh Shem Shai. In sobriety. What is that? Self-control, soundness of mind, sanity, cleanliness, which go back to being clean. Okay? Which the things within the scriptures, the pure things that's within the scriptures. Okay? Not things that are blasphemous, right? That are slandered against the scriptures. Things that are outside are perverse, which we're going to get into. Okay? Not with broided hair or gold. And pearls are costly array. You got a lot of women, they think it's just all about dressing up and being this prettiness, and they everybody looking at them and stuff, but they're not arrayed in the godliness of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which would be through having the right, of course, virtues instilled into them. Okay? But, which is the law, statutes, commandments says, but, this is 1 Corinthians 2:10, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Okay? And let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp or go around the authority over the man, but to be in silence. You got a lot of women that's going around that authority. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Okay, so understand that. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith, charity, and holiness with sobriety. So, you have stipulations on that. Okay? Women can't just think you just gonna get with a man and then, you skating into the kingdom. No, you have to continue in faith, belief, charity, holiness, and with sobriety. Okay? Cleanliness, holiness, separateness. Okay? Sanctification of heart or mind and life. Okay? Consecration. You're supposed to be about your man. Okay? Going back to the Greek, agismos. Alright? Purity. Charity. Agape, love, right? Faith. Alright? So, it's not all about how you looking and all this other stuff. It's this, but a woman which professing godliness with good works. Okay? Professing. To profess, which is basically to put before, right? Profess. We should look up profess in etymon. To tell, pros for fourth, and you have it, the past principle fascis, which is to acknowledge or confess. So fourth, acknowledgement or confession, to speak. Fourth, speaking, right? Speaking forth, making it known, right? engage voluntarily, right? You should want to do this. Godliness. Everything supposed to be speaking for godliness and good works. Okay? Simple as that. Godliness. It's that theos, ebia. Reverence towards the power, goodness, devoteness, piety. Okay? Understand. Going on. So remember, she said to him, if I pop, can I still come to Miami, basically. This dude looking at her like, are you serious? Come on.
Why would you want to pop?
To be completely honest, I'm at a space right now where I don't know if what I'm doing aligns with what you're doing.
Okay.
I am a believer. I'm extremely spiritual, but
Yeah, you're extremely spiritual. Okay. There's spiritual and there's other spirits. Get into that, Lord will.
I be outside.
Okay.
This girl says she be outside. She's a believer and she's spiritual, but she be outside. Code name, she in the streets. Okay? She not at home. She into things. Okay? Meaning she's not a godly woman. Okay? Really. Because the scriptures tell the women to be keepers at home. Titus 2. It says, starting at first verse, but speak thou things which become sound doctrine, wholesome doctrine. This is what's helpful. Okay? And it comes first from the man, that the aged man be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity and patience. Grave. Reverence. Reverent. Honorable. To be venerated for character. Honorable. Honest. Okay, that's part of it. Temperate, self-control, sound in faith. Belief, sound, wholesome belief. And charity and patience and suffering. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to too much wine, teachers of good things. A girl talking about she be outside. You think that she is sober? Or is she all following, living her best life, as they say on this side? Is she going to be teaching her good things, or is she going to tell the rest of the woman to go out and do the things what she doing? Exploration of the world, which the world got all this pollutions out here. That they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children. Okay? The aged woman didn't teach this down, but it's going to come from the man, the aged man, right? And go on down. And he going to teach his kids, etc. Go on. His sons, etc. To be discreet, chaste keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of power be not blasphemed. Okay? Be not slandered. Okay? And I'm not supposed to be looking at you and like, damn, why is she like this? It make me look stupid. Okay? And that's a lot of women, you know, they not doing these. They not being discreet. They out there. You know, they being seen. They not controlling their impulses. They running down on other dudes, right? They in stuff. They busybodies. They all up in everything. Keepers at home. Okay? Not at the streets. Keepers of the streets. No, keepers at home. Keeping at home. Taking care of household affairs. What household? your man's, which you're a part of. Good housekeeping. Domestically inclined, right? You know, you have it where you have it domestic, dealing with what's running of home of family relations, right? Private, not all everything else. You know, a lot of chicks, they trying to run international. I'll say it like that. You need to know what's up going on in your own house, but to do that, you got to be home. Good, obedient. You know, like you watch these different shows, The Real Housewives of Miami or whatever they call it these days, and they in everybody else's household instead of keeping their own house and sitting down and being quiet. Okay? Understand to keep at home. Okay? Not these streets. Women, they at home, they doing the things pertaining to the household. Okay? And that's in line with her husband, man. Obedient to their own husband. Whoa. Who are you? Obedience to their own husbands. And it's suggested you have your own husband. A lot of these women don't have husband, right? They got all these other men, okay? And that's why really a lot of them don't want to be under a man, because that man gonna put them in subjection, okay? Under his rule, as you know, their desire is supposed to be. Genesis 3:16, real quick. It tells you, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, and sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. But if you're not in the house, how you gonna get ruled over? How is your desire going to be towards your husband if you don't know what your husband wants and what he requires and what he's saying? How you going to be obedient to him if you outside? Okay? And he like, damn, I want you inside. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. Okay? In the club, you worry about what's going on outside instead of what's in your own household. A lot of women got to look and start to think, okay, that the word of the power be not blasphemed, slandered, okay? And it talks about us, okay? Now, going on, let's go back to the video.
A lot.
He be outside.
A lot.
She outside a lot.
A lot. To be completely honest, I'm at a space right now where I don't know if what I'm doing aligns with what you're doing.
Okay.
I am a believer. I'm extremely spiritual, but I be outside.
Okay.
A lot.
He be outside.
A lot. And the clubs that I go to aren't always Christian.
Yeah.
See, and so she even showing she outside doing. She at these clubs. They ain't Christian. We know what's going on in them clubs. You got a bunch of gangsters, money boys, getting money dudes, trappers. You know, dudes with bread. They in all type of underworld life. And she getting in their face and getting into their business to try to get to the money. Okay? Or whatever she's into. You look, tattoos and stuff, darkness. Okay? You know, drugs. If she do drugs, hey, these are the guys to go with. They got the bags. They got the bricks. Okay? They got the pounds. They got the keys. And most general women, that's what they want to be around. They want to be around wealth, substance. But a lot of these things is pollution, okay, are polluted, okay. These are modern day chemists. Drug dealers just a chemist, okay. He piecing that stuff together, you know, these evil concoctions together, get reactions. And you see, you know, with the fiends, how the fiends act. Okay, it basically is witchcraft. You know, these wicked left-hand drug dealers. Okay. They're witches.
So
Yeah. I'll be outside too. I'll be outside.
Apparently he outside too. He in the club too, apparently. But
You know, I think we got that in common. We both be outside. But like I said, I'll mix it up. You know, I'm not
so
too
he into both.
heavy on this side or too heavy on that side. I'm spontaneous. Yeah, I'm spontaneous.
He
Yeah.
trying to be everywhere. Like a snake. You know? You ain't gonna see us in the club. Okay, that's one. Okay, I'm in the same club as the dirtiest niggard in all of Philly. Or whatever state, respective state, Atlanta. Okay? Any of these places. Okay? LA. Okay? All these different hoods or whatever. New York, any different hood. Any place.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, he think anything to get her. He like a girl that's in the streets. Hey, that's not me, man.
Good answer.
Did you want to ask him more questions before you pop?
thinking about
ahead.
it, but
Think about
I
it.
think
Think
that
She
sorry.
popped anyway.
All right, no worries. No worries. Thank-
So, I feel like you were feeling her, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Is she someone that is your type?
Yeah, she my type. I like to hike. You know, I'm a hike guy. Yeah. No worries.
Look how she just looking at him
Thank you.
Thank
with
you.
a stone face. Like, yeah, man, she look evil. You know, the scripture talk about how you can tell a woman by her, you know, basically her countenance. You know, proud looks and such. Haughty eyelids, and you know. But anyway, that's pretty much the lesson. But this is Ephesians chapter 4. It says here in 1, I therefore the prisoner of the Lord beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherein ye are called. Okay, this to the church. Hey, what? The vocation. This is our vocation. This is our job, man. This is the invitation. This is that divine invitation. Embrace salvation of the Most High Yahweh Shem El Shai. Okay? With all lowliness and meekness and long suffering, forbearing one another in love, enduring to keep the unity of spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power, and the Father of all, one God, the Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. But unto you, but unto everyone, pardon me, Ephesians 4:7, but unto every one of us is given grace, the knowledge, according to the measure of the gift of Hamashiach. Wherefore he said, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity. Or he led captivity captive. He got the victory. And gave gifts unto men. Now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. Okay? Yahweh Shai. And he gave some apostles sent out, some prophets, say before, and some evangelists. Okay, evangelists. What is an evangelist? It go back to a bringer of this good news, preacher of the gospel, right? And some pastors, prophets, and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying or the building up of the body of Hamashiach, till we are all come in unity of the faith in the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach. that we henceforth, Ephesians 4 and 4, 1 4, or 4 and 14, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro, te and fe, and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men. Yeah, the cunningness of and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. And you have a lot of men that have deceived women. A lot of men that deceive men. Alright, we ain't supposed to be in that spirit of being fought and found into and caught in that. Okay? But speaking the truth in ahab or love, just keeping the law, statutes, command, keeping the commandments, right? May grow up into him all things, which is the head, even of Mashiach. Okay? Now we just gonna go down. It says, Ephesians 4 and 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the behaviors, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. And there's different desires that's off. You have women that put off that old woman, that old itch, okay? And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, okay? That's going to be true baptism. In that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Separateness. Wherefore, putting away lying, false, right? False living, man. Speak every man truth with his neighbor, right? For we are members of one another, right? You know, you got chicks in the street, they're not even truthful. All right? So we're going to go down. It says, and this is the point I believe I wanted to bring. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. Things that's outside of the temple of the Most High. Things that's perverse. We in the streets. I'm in the streets. No woman's supposed to be on that type time. All right? But that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearing. Telling out there that you in the streets, is that positive? No. You know, scripture talking about gadding abroad, you know, and gather would cause great shame. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and 8. A drunken woman, she not sober-minded, and a gather abroad, you trooping about, causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Okay? You don't want to be a drunken woman and being trooping about and being in these streets. Okay? The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Like, we can see what she about. Okay? And that's that. Okay, so that's really a lesson through the spirit. You can check this out. Good episode. I'm going to keep watching it. But I had to stop there when she said she be in the streets, which is the stupidest thing you could say. You know, don't be on that type time.
I don't know if what I'm doing aligns with what you're doing.
Okay.
You know it's not what he's doing. Or if it is something he's doing, you're doing something worse. So, you know, as they say, wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So, you know, and talk about the churlishness of a man. But, you know, that's basically it. So, shalom to the elect. Take heed, women.